Americans buy 86 million tons of packaged ice annually, generating sales of $2.5 billion. Ice will return on Modern Marvels. More than any other nation, the United States loves ice. Every day, Americans consume a whopping 300,000 tons, averaging out to 2 pounds per person. The ice we don't make at our home in our refrigerators is produced and packaged in hundreds of industrial facilities, like this one in Vernon, California.
In the wintertime, the demand is relatively small. We might have one crew working 8 hours a day. During the summertime, we're literally working around the clock, where we'll have a few crews going 8-hour shifts, nonstop, trying to keep up with the demand.
Union Ice kicks off its production process by pumping chilled, purified water to one of 6 cylindrical ice makers.
Housed within the cylinder chamber are 420 stainless steel tubes that run from the top to the bottom. Those tubes are sealed off, yet submerged in a liquid ammonia, which is probably about 10 degrees. The water is pumped up to the top and falls down inside the tubes. So what happens is, with a 10-degree temperature on its outer surfaces, the water starts to freeze on the inner walls and starts to freeze from the outside in. If you've ever wondered why you have a hole in the middle of your ice cube, it's because it's the passage for the water to continue to flow down to the bottom. At a certain point in that freezing process, we introduce a hot gas into the chamber, raising the temperature up to about 40 degrees. The ice starts to sweat and breaks free of the tube falling down. As it's basically sliding down the wall of that tube, there's a cutter at the bottom here that just starts slicing those cubes up in individual pieces.
The precisely cut cubes continue on their way, but a crucial step remains before they're ready to be bagged.
When ice is made, there is moisture that remains on the outer surfaces. If you were to put that into a bag and freeze it, the individual pieces would adhere to themselves and you'd have like a block in a bag. What we do is we run this moist ice through a drying belt. We keep this room at 5 degrees Fahrenheit. 20 fans are working, circulating the air, causing a wind chill factor that takes the temperature down to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
The extreme cold drains water vapor from the chamber, creating an environment so dry it removes all traces of moisture from the cubes. From here, the ice makes its way to the rake room, where it spills into one of 2 200-ton storage bins to await packaging.
In each bin is a rake that rotates on a horizontal axis. As ice is being dumped into that particular bin, the rake rises with the ice level. During production, when we need to remove that ice, that rake will rotate, bringing the ice to one end of the bin where it falls down into an auger that conveys the ice into the packaging room.